In this movie, I am going to explain you advantage of having boolean option in whole feature. So let's say I want to define a hole on this point, which is located at specific distance from this edge. So I'm adding this hole. You can see that the edge of the hole crosses this sharp edge. Then I am adding a blend. There is no problem right now, but as soon as I change the conditions, the problem could appear. So, how to solve this problem? You can go back to your feature dialog and turn off this boolean option. So now you have a separate body which represents our hole, and this hole is not attached to our body. Then I introduce my detailing features, like for instance these blends, maybe chamfers, and this is especially useful in case of many overlapping radiuses. And after I introduce my changes, I can just add a explicit boolean operation that attach this model of a hole to our product model. I can do this with lots of holes. You can see here that I have a separate feature for the hole and separate feature for the subtract. This is explicit boolean operation. And in this model I defined a couple of other holes which are located on separate layer. There are 10 holes on the layer with category name holes, and I can use this one subtract feature to add all these holes. So I am editing this subtract feature and I will select all these holes. Okay, and if you want to introduce some changes to your model with this approach, you go back before this subtract feature, so there is no hole attached to the body, and the system will process your changes much faster in this way. Then after you introduce your changes, let's say I will change this to a very big radius, then go back, and that's it. And the last thing is, if you pass this model to a CNC programmer, and this CNC programmer have to start with rough milling operations. With this rough milling, he always removes these holes. So he usually just create an associative copy of this body and remove these holes. With this approach, he can, with 2 clicks, create a copy of a model without holes. Then when he create a copy of a associative copy of a model without holes, he revert to the original state of the model, but his copy is without holes and is still associative. And this is the advantage of using this boolean option.